Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is ClaraZeela and I do videos on luxury handbags and fashion items. So today I'm going to do a 10-month review of my Halzan 25. This is in the Barenia leather. So I'm going to generally talk about the pros and cons, and I'm also going to talk about the leather. This is a Barenia Faubourg leather, and there are some reviews online. However, they don't really talk about the wear and tear of this leather. So I do want to talk a bit about this just so that you're aware of the type of wear and tear you can expect from this leather, because not a lot of people talk about this. So let's get started. So first of all, I want to talk about the pros of this bag. So for me, the biggest pro is the ease of access. Now, I know some people will do up the buckle, but I don't do it up. I just leave it there. So in order for me to open the bag, I just pretty much pull it up like this. So either if I'm hand carrying it, I can just open it like this, or if it's on my shoulder, it's really easy. I just basically pull it up like this, and it's so easy to access. You can see it's just one big hole. It's secure enough because you can see that it folds over like this. Unless you're holding it like this, it's still secure, but it folds over. And one really nice thing is that you'll notice that even though this has been folded over most of the time, I don't see any fold lines along here or even along the swift. So that's really nice. It's a really durable leather, and that's really nice. So I've had this for 10 months and I don't see any fold lines on here. Of course, maybe later there might be, but so far it looks pretty good. I don't see any fold lines at all. Another pro of this bag is that there are multiple ways to carry this bag. So you can carry it on the shoulder, or you can actually adjust the straps because there is an adjustable kind of belt-like contraption here. So you can make the strap longer or shorter. If you put it on the longer setting, you can actually turn it into a crossbody, or you could put it on a shorter setting and then you can kind of carry it as kind of like a shoulder bag if you want to. I have this on the medium setting and this works best for me because I just generally like to hold it like a shoulder bag. And of course, if I wanted to, I could entirely remove the strap and use it as a clutch. And of course, it fits all the essentials and a little bit more. And if I do have some items that are a bit taller, I have the option to just carry it like this, and I can put something inside and carry it like this. Even if it was like a longer stick, it can stick out, it wouldn't bother me. So it does have multiple ways of carrying, and depending on how much you can carry, you can either carry it with it flipped over like this or hand carried like this. So I see scenarios where I would use this for travel because it's generally quite secure, and also it's under the radar because you don't really see the logo anywhere on this bag, and unless you know that this is an Hermes bag, that you would never know this is Hermes. So the stamp for this bag is actually inside the bag. You can see that there, and of course it's definitely covered up like this. In general, there is no stamp along here or even on this side. So in general, you cannot tell that this is a luxury bag without knowing the brand. So in general, I do use this as a easy grab and go bag when I need to be under the radar, and it carries all my essentials and a little more. And I generally carry it on my shoulder, or if needed and I needed more space going upwards, I hold it like this, and it does fit through the crook of my arm if I really needed to do that. So if I wanted to talk about the cons, let's talk about the exterior pockets. They are quite slim, and even if you could put your phone in these, it would stretch the pocket. And I have an iPhone Pro and it doesn't really fit in there, and even if it did, I probably wouldn't put it in here because it would really stretch out the bag. So there are two out here, and then there are two on the inside here. The only thing I might put outside in these pockets are maybe receipts or business cards or parking tickets. I probably wouldn't put anything bulky. So some people don't like that you can put it on the exterior of those pockets, but actually I think it's okay because even if I put my phone inside, my bag. It's really easy to access. Like I said, you just lift it and basically you can take your phone right out. So it doesn't really bother me that the phone doesn't really fit on the exterior pockets. And the only other really con I have about this bag is that the adjustable strap is difficult to change the length. So let me show you how you adjust this. So I'm not sure if you can see here, but there's something that looks like a buckle belt here. So basically you would have to take it out of the buckle and adjust it like a belt. It has many holes along this strap, and so you can adjust that on both sides of it. Now I have mine on the medium setting, and so there is some extra strap left, but that doesn't bother me. I usually just tuck that into the center of the bag. Now let's talk about the leather on this bag. Now the interior of the bag is swift and it has held up beautifully. As you can see, I have some nails and I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't really see any deep scratches or anything like that. And despite being a very smooth leather, I actually feel that this leather has held up better than even Chanel lambskin, because I really don't see anything on here and it still looks really great and feels wonderful. Now when it comes to the Barenia, okay, I do have some comments about Barenia. Now I love this leather and definitely I think this leather goes really well with this bag because it's a very casual grab and go bag. And I know that the Barenia Faubourg is a heritage leather and over time it will patina, but the thing you need to know is that if you get any marks on this bag, they will show. I know that over time they should kind of patina with the bag, but if you're a person that's very OCD about getting marks on your bag, this is definitely not for you. So I'm going to show you close up some of the marks, and you'll also note that the patina is generally not that even. So even though I like the patina in the sense in that it does have a bit of a shine over time, which is really nice, you have to be able to be okay that there could be some uneven spots or even marks, or even some places where the spots are a bit darker and almost black. So let me show you. So here it is up front. You can see there are some marks along here and even here. And people say that this leather is okay with water but not oil, so I'm not really sure if these are oil or water marks, but they haven't come off. And I've had this bag for about 10 months now, and you can see that there are some other marks here, and I have no idea where I got these from. I only use this bag on weekends, and generally I only place them on chairs and tables, etc. So that's one side of the bag. And then here is the back of the bag. So again, you can see that there are marks along here. I'm not too sure where they're from, but you can see there are marks, and I don't know if they will come out with time. And you can also see that the patina is not too even on both sides. Now the marks are not as apparent on the side of the bag because I don't tend to grab the side of the bag, so the sides look okay, as you can see on this side and on this side, but you can really see there is a beautiful shine, which I absolutely love, but the marks are really personal because it's based on my use and how I've been using the bag. So I really wanted to show you this up close in case you're really considering this leather on a nice bag. And I 100% still love this leather on this bag because it's such a casual bag and it just kind of has a very casual vibe and is really personal and it looks worn and used. But say for example, if you only wanted to use this for a short period of time and then hand it to someone else, it will be really dependent on whether that person likes the patina. Some people like bags looking really brand new. So here are the handles. The handles actually look quite okay, and I haven't really used a twilly on this, so the handle looks fine, but it's really the body of the bag. And you know what, even the Swift inside looks better than the Barenia. Like the Swift, it looks pretty pristine, and you know, I've been stuffing wallets and papers in here with no problem. So yeah, I hope this helps you in case you're interested. In terms of the smell is absolutely fabulous, and I can still smell the bag. It's probably not as strong as when I got the bag back in April, but I could still smell the bag, and it has a wonderful smell, which is a particular characteristic of Barenia that some people like. But you really need to be aware that if you're buying this bag in this leather or any other bag, that this leather will definitely show marks over time. And if you like that and you plan to use the bag for life, it becomes a really special piece because it will wear in a way that defines your lifestyle. But if you're a person that prefers your bags to look a bit more pristine, then this leather really might not be for you. I see a lot of positive comments about Barenia Faubourg, and if you like that characteristics, that's fantastic. However, I never really hear people talking about how this leather wears over time, so it's definitely something you need to be aware of. So if you ask me if I would pick up this bag again, 100% I would. I love the size of this bag. I probably wouldn't want it in the smaller or the larger size. I think the 25 is perfect, and definitely I would pick this leather again only for this bag because it's such a casual bag. I think it makes this bag look even more special because it looks worn and used, and I love the look of this for this particular bag. I personally don't think I would want this leather on a much larger bag because I would be concerned that I would rub against other people, I would hit things, and you would be able to see all the marks and the uneven patina in a larger surface area. So definitely I probably would not want this leather in a much larger bag, but definitely for a small and casual bag, I think it just gives it a lot of character, and I love the beautiful sheen and shine that it gives off as a heritage leather, and the smell is absolutely fabulous. So that's my sharing of the Halzan 25 bag. I hope it's helpful for you in case you're considering this bag. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to like and subscribe. And of course, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I tend to be more active. I will put my handle somewhere here down below. I wish you a fabulous day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye now.